The Dogs, in association with the Greyhound Board of Great Britain. Well, Merry Christmas and welcome to a festive edition of The Dogs. We're at Wimbledon for the WilliamHill.com Oaks final. The Bitches Classic. We'll see how it unravels later in the programme.
Also on this week's programme, we get into the festive mood with a visit to HENLOW for their winter derby. Forward-thinking stadium HARLOW have already held their annual awards, a report coming up. Plus, we consider some of the leading contenders for the Greyhound Awards.
But first, William Hill Oaks final night at Wimbledon and a great supporting card. Our big Kate broke the 460-metre track record with a hot performance on a cold night. Platinum Lancelot capped a brilliant year on Sky as top dog with this gutsy victory. Then Dazzle Special put a good field to the sword over 6 bends, another track record, this time over 668 metres. A high-class 460 next, and one or two derby clues perhaps, as Yahoo Jamie made an impressive Wimbledon debut.
And away they go, racing towards the first bend. Wahoo Jamie is away fast here from 5 for Effect and Carden. Third after these comes 3 Slick Ace. They go round the turn, and Yahoo Jamie with this 2.5 length lead over Slick Ace in second. After these comes Carden Burton, then comes 2 Iron the Flash. They come down towards the second last bend, and Yahoo Jamie still the advantage of a couple of lengths here over Slick Ace in second as they come round the final bend. Yahoo Jamie has made all for Charlie Lister. Yahoo Jamie the winner.
Yahoo Jamie got a 50-1 quote for the derby after this win, equalling our Beg Kate's track record in the process. Iron the Storm remains the derby favourite, however, despite this defeat at the paws of Irish Raider New Lawn Class, who was very impressive first time up at Wimbledon. Iron the Storm had his excuses though, the pair coming together at the bend. As for the winner, we're sure to see Pat Buckley's dog back for the derby, talking of which, confirmation that William Hill has returned as the classic sponsor.
What we've done is a blanket deal with the stadium effectively to sponsor every competition here throughout 2010. Kicking off with the Springbok in February, the Grand National we have, the Derby, the Puppy Derby, the Oaks, and of course the St. Leger. So, you know, I think we're throwing our weight behind the stadium here and behind the Derby once more.
Of more immediate concern to punters was the destination of the Oaks Trophy, with favourite from Ireland Tyra Liz heading an outstanding lineup for the Bitches Classic. Representing leading owner PJ Fahey, she went off a 4-5 chance to beat a field which included 2 runners from Liz McNair's kennel, headed by Shaw's Dilemma.
Favourite in trap 6, Tyra Liz. Away they go and racing up towards the first bend. Quite a level start here. It's just 3 Freedom Emma who's trying to go round the outside. Goes 6. Tyra Liz, it's Freedom Emma that's leading. Down the far side, Freedom Emma has a 1.5 length lead here from Tyra Liz in second. And then comes 2 Shaw's Dilemma. They come round his second last bend. And it's Freedom Emma, of course, in the ownership of Stuart Lockhart. What a dream this would be if you can hold on, but 2 Shaw's Dilemma's coming up to the inside. Shaw's Dilemma's just got there.
A sensational run from the youngest runner in the lineup. Shaw's Dilemma denies the gallant Freedom Emma. No question that Tyra Liz was racing in tougher conditions on the outside, but take nothing away from an outstanding winner who delighted connections.
Fantastic, how can you ask any more? She's in against the all age. She's not even clear at the bend and she's she's put everything into it. She's a bit like the trainer, she's putting everything into this week.
Well, she has absolutely given her all, hasn't she? And, you know, what a prospect for next year when she goes further.
Well, we've always thought she might go a bit further than that, so we'll just keep my fingers crossed and we'll not do much weight, we'll just keep her for the Derby and we'll see how she goes in the Derby. And after that, and then we maybe consider stepping her up if that is the position we are, but we'll wait and see how she's... You never know, there's Sunderland here. You've got a Sunderland Festival. This next year, I can assure you boys, David who's standing here, we'll be at Sunderland. We'll win it the next time. Am I right?
Star, though, has got a length clear. Sent to Allstar. Trapped to wire. Wins the Showsex Securities Scurry Cup final. Jimmy Lolly out in front, saving ground is Rotar Wing, and then comes Tearaway John, but it's Jimmy Lolly that'll win. It's Officer Donna for Chris Allsop, who's away and gone here in the WilliamHillRadio.com stakes and wins.
Rotor Wing, as they come down towards home, is in front now by 2 or 3 lengths. They go towards the line from Officer Donna and Penny Lane Flash. Rotor Wing goes in again.
It's a power-packed performance from Eye on the Storm, who picks up the Bedford Eclipse for 2009. And it's Fearsophonic. Surely he won't be caught up the home straight this time round. Fearsophonic leading towards the winning line. Fearsophonic, magnifique. Juggernaut Ace has gone 2.5 lengths clear and will win the William Hill Classic for 2009. It's Fearsophonic, some 4 lengths clear into the third bend. Kinda Ready staying on. After these comes Wise Thought. They come round the final bend. It's Charlie Lister and Fearsophonic with a length lead. Kinda Ready's closing. Kinda Ready got there. They come round the final bend. It's Bomber Bailey from Lovelinks now into second. After these back in third comes Dingrich Casper over the last. A professional job done by Bomber Bailey. As they come round the final bend, it's Hot Dog Jack for Seamus Kyle over the last and wins! Wins this year's StanJames.com Grand National. Over the last on the far side, and Nebuchadnezzar is now quicking on some 3 lengths clear from 6 Cats, my boy. And as they come round the final bend, champagne corks are popping as Nebuchadnezzar leaps over the last in great style. Head over the last line on the far side, and Platinum Lancelot puts them to the sword here. Leads by a length and a half over 5 Lovelinks in second. Then comes Freedom Man. They come to the last. It's Platinum Lancelot over the last. Great jump. Great win.
One of Greyhound Racing's success stories remains HARLOW. Year-on-year improvement in tote turnover and attendances means they are ahead of the game in many ways. And they also recently led the way with their annual awards, which saw the function area of the Essex track fall to the brim and be decked with familiar faces aplenty. Champion trainer Mark Wallace received an Outstanding Achievement Award. Teddy Sheringham was on hand to do the honours here. Another familiar face in the crowd at the HARLOW Awards was Eurovision star Andy Abrahams, who led the applause as Kim Marlowe collected her award as HARLOW's leading trainer of 2009. And she had nothing but praise for the track.
I mean, they've definitely come from being a small provincial track to really pushing the boat out to try and push the bigger tracks, really. They're trying their best anyway.
And even bigger plans afoot.
Yeah, I think they want to extend the circumference of the track. They want to push the grandstand up, and you know, if it comes to fruition, great. You know, at least they're doing the right way. Not a lot of tracks are now, and they are trying.
And they seem to be bucking the trend as far as getting the people through the gates.
Yeah, it's absolutely chocker here at the weekends. It really is. I don't know by what means they do it. I mean, there's obviously lots of promotions going on, but you know, they can't knock it because you still see the same people coming back. So it's good. Yeah, very good. It's a good atmosphere as well, and it's packed, isn't it? Everywhere you go. So yeah, it's good.
And your kennel's plans for 2010?
Hopefully go along the similar lines. We're only a small kennel, and try and do our best for the dogs that we've got and the owners we've got. That's all you can do.
And more forays on the open race scene?
Yeah, we've got a few nice dogs coming through, so yeah, I hope so. Do our bit.
The folk at HARLOW know how to enjoy themselves, and this annual celebration doubles as a charity fundraiser. Credit must go to the work of people like Maurice Newman and HARLOW GM Chris Page. Their commendable efforts overseen by track promoter Dave Barclay, who continues to help HARLOW grow.
Crowds up, record in November on the tote and on the bar. That's due to the team challenge, which was Mick, Barry, Chris and myself. We've devised something. It's working brilliant. And well, next year is we already know next year there's only 8 Fridays we're not busy halfway through the year. So yeah, looking good.
Still plans to expand?
Yes, very much so. Don't like saying that I'm going to do this and do that without doing it. I prefer to do it, and then everyone says, "Oh, look, that's what you've done." So yeah, there are plans, big plans.
Back on stage, it's cabaret time for guests who continue to enjoy the success story that is Harlow.
Coming up after the break, we're off to a snowy HENLOW for their winter derby. HENLOW last Thursday staged their winter derby final meeting, and punters outside had to wrap up warm as the snow came down. There were those who braved the freezing temperatures to visit the outside bar. On the track, Droopy's Bocelli was in a hurry to get back to the warmth of his kennel as he broke the track record for 277 metres. There was an intriguing puppy event over 460 metres where Ardmale Courier, trained by Nick Sava, was made the 5-4 favourite. The main danger in the market was Gannon Parker from the Mark Wallace kennel. And away they go, racing up towards the first bend. Nice start, Gannon Parker, going with it Ardmale Courier. After these comes Insolvency List. It's a head round the first 2 bends, and it's Ardmale Courier with a lead here. Insolvency List burst into second. Gannon Parker looked a bit ponderous at that first bend, and they're getting away from the others as they go round the second last bend, and it's still with a lead here. Up front, Ardmale Courier by 2.5 lengths. Back in second place at the moment is Insolvency List, and that's how they're going to finish. Gannon Parker third, and staying on late, Bodell Meerkat. Well, in the original bar at HENLOW, punters debated the merits of that performance from Ardmale Courier, who recorded 27.35. Others were just looking for a winner for the next. Outside, the weather got worse, but inside, in the warmth of the restaurant, customers were celebrating Christmas and having a good time. A year ago, Bob Morton bought a half share of the stadium from Kevin Boothby, and recently Bob's son Robert was made general manager.
Robert, you've been general manager here for a few months now. How have you settled in?
Oh, it's been fantastic, Clive. Really, really good. Really enjoy it, and just love seeing people having a good time at the Dogs.
Was it what you expected?
Not really. It's actually better than what I expected. I was expecting a lot of complaints, a lot of dull faces, a quiet stadium, but it's been absolutely fantastic. People have been great. The trainers have supported us. I mean, even talking to Mr. McNair tonight, he said how fabulous it is to be here, and it was fantastic. Absolutely loving it.
Well, it's a big night for you tonight, your winter derby final, obviously Christmas time, a lot of people in the restaurant, but how's it been maybe in the quieter times?
It's been interesting because I was told it's going to be very quiet, but we've pulled through and we've done well. We've made profit every single month, so that's really the key aims for us, to make a profit and to keep the restaurant busy, and we've been busy. So, I mean, the outside struggled a bit because of the weather and we struggle with our facilities, but it's been really, really good.
So, Kevin, when Bob Morton came in with his offer, were you happy to accept?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, one thing with Bob and the rest of his family, they're passionate behind greyhound racing, so it was a no-brainer, you know. And with Bob's help and now young Rob's here, we can go forward in a big way.
Not tricky working with the co-owner's son?
No, it's fantastic. He's enthusiastic, he's passionate, absolutely loves the racing, and he's very good for this place.
And your restaurant's packed this evening, a great atmosphere?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, every night over the last sort of 3 or 4 months we've been full in here, so hopefully we're booking the trend and we can carry it on.
Back on the track in the winter standard, Westmead Osprey, who'd been off for 5 months due to injury, continued his comeback for the Sava kennel, sent off at 4-6. It was then 3-1 Bookies Bandit and Eye on the Brave. There they go, racing up towards the first bend. Bookie's Bandit well away, but holding its ground to the bend on the inside. Iron the Brave, and that goes on. A little bit of bumping at the turn, heading down the far side. Iron the Brave leads here. Westmead Osprey's improved in the second. After this comes Bookie's Bandit. They're getting away from the others. They come around the second last bend. Iron the Brave now taken on by Westmead Osprey. After he's back in third is Bookie's Bandit. They come around the final bend. A great tussle between Iron the Brave and Westmead Osprey. It's Iron the Brave who'll win. Iron the Brave beats Westmead Osprey. Bookie's Bandit back in third. Well, Iron the Brave making most in 27.67 for Mark Wallace. Well, during 2009 there's been plenty of investment at Henlow, and there may be more to come, as General Manager Robert Morton explains.
Our plans to agree a new lease, and then from there to redevelop, knock down half the stadium and put up a really impressive restaurant, a two-tiered restaurant and a bar, and just to make it one of the best tracks in the country.
Oh, Bob's got massive plans. I mean, with Bob involved, and obviously now Rob's here as well, you know, if we can get a good lease, then this stadium will change dramatically.
Now, what about the track itself? It's slightly quirky in its shape, isn't it? Will it still retain that?
I don't think we can retain it. I think we're going to have to make a few adjustments to it and hopefully try and make it into a stiff 480.
And Kevin, do you think you're in the right catchment area for a big stadium?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you look at MK, Stevenage, Luton, Bedford, you know, even as we are now, we're still been getting like 1,600 people a week in here. And we've been doing that consistently over the last 3 or 4 months. So I think with better facilities, you know, we can definitely fill the place. Not a problem.
So on to the feature, the £2,500 Carlsberg Winter Derby over 460 metres. 2 greyhounds caught the imagination of the punters. Joggerdusk Ace, who'd earlier this year won the William Hill Classic for Mark Wallace. He went to traps as the 2-to-1 favourite, whilst Jim Crack winner Droopy's Bogart for Liz and Rab McNair was a fraction bigger at 9-4 and could cap a memorable week for the couple following Shaw's Dilemma's win in the Oaks. And away they go, and racing out towards the first bend. What a flyer from Joggerdusk Ace, leads up early. Droopy's Bogart under pressure, gets a touch at the bend as well. Craggy Ted was balked. Ardira Dove may have caused it as they head down the far side. It's Joggerdusk Ace with a 2.5 length lead. Droopy's Bogart's closing as they come into the third bend in the teeth of the gale here. It's still Joggerdusk Ace. Droopy's Bogart's now switching to the inside, trying to come up on the inside of that final bend. Joggerdusk Ace, Droopy's Bogart is close. Oh, so close. Following a photo, Joggerdusk Ace was given the verdict, recording 27.48 and winning by a short head. He needed to be at his best at the traps, and that's exactly what he was. The snow and freezing temperatures didn't dampen the celebrations, nor the enthusiasm for the winning owners.
It's been a hell of a year for you, John.
Yeah, fantastic year and a fantastic climax. Aptly named the Winter Derby, and he's come up trumps. Fantastic. He's done fantastic all year. Great dog, and best bit of investment we've ever made. I think I talk for everyone there. And again, the Mark Wallace Kennels comes up trumps. End of, in my eyes, fantastic.
Well, Winter Derby and the 40 Grand Classic. What a great year for the dog.
It has. It's been really good, and hopefully British Great Greyhound of the Year. You never know. That would really sort of like cap the season off for us. So yeah, he don't owe us anything, and he's been good fun. We've enjoyed him.
And he must be in line for well a standard nomination as well, standard dog of the year.
Hope so. After the year he's had, it's been marvellous for us. Marvellous. Category 1, Category 2, semi-finals, finals. Brilliant stuff.
Masterpiece won the seniors race, but the rest of the meeting was abandoned due to the weather. But there were plenty of positives for 2010.
So Winter Derby tonight, Robert. The Gold Cup, which is a new event next week. Anything new for 2010 plans?
Yes, we're planning 3 Category 1 events, a 692 and a Poppy Derby and a Greyhound Derby as well. So trying to get a mix of all the dogs here and trying to really to tempt them in for £10,000 of race to really get the best dogs and the best quality over here.
So thinking big then?
Yeah, and hopefully try and get one on Sky as well. That's the main aim, just to promote ourselves and get Henlow on the map.
They come around the final bend, and it's Crown Rover that's made all. Crown Rover's going to win by a length and a half. Picks up the William Hill Grand Prix, Crown Rover. It's unrelenting in front from Droopy Zach, who's made most here. And Droopy Zach causes a major surprise and wins by a good 6 lengths. And Laurie's Options with a 2.5 length lead here. spins around the final bend for Dean Childs and will pick up another huge prize. It seems to be easy peasy for Kinda Easy. Some 4 lengths clear here from Kennel Companion Droopy Zack. They come round the final bend. It's Kinda Easy leading here, but Droopy Zack sees coming. They come up towards the winning line. Kinda Easy, oh my word! Kinda Easy and Droopy Zack. It's gone to a photo finish. It's a Mark Wallace result, but which way? The second last bend, but it's Bandicoot Topoki stamping his class now in the race. Has gone a length and a half clear. Magna Flintoff is trying very hard. Does it come up the home straight? Bandicoot Topoki by half a length wins again by a length and a half in the end. It's a power-packed performance from Eye on the Storm, who picks up the Bedford Eclipse for 2009. Lenson Bolt with the lead here by 2.5 lengths over racing in second. He'll cross the line after this can 5 Carnum, but it's all about Lenson Bolt, who has bolted clear. It's 10 large down that's still setting the pace here by a good 3 lengths from Westmead Carl in seconds. They come up the home straight. It's 10 large down that wins the William Hill Northern Puffy Derby final for 2009. They come into the second last bend. Midway Skipper, flying winner. Oh, there's trouble there. It's Barfield Brook going on from one around the outside. Bubbly Eagle who takes over. It's Bubbly Eagle quickening on for Ted Soppett and quickens away. Back in second place, running on Dramana Becky. They come round the second last bend and she's pure genius, isn't she? Flying winner, another flying performance here, and goes on to score by a good 5 lengths in the end. As they go around the second last bend, Midway Skipper just ahead of Barfield Brook, Bubbly Eagle poised, Bromard and Helen in behind. Still with the lead, Midway Skipper being pressed all the time. It's Midway Skipper who's out in front. Midway Skipper's going to win. Bubbly Eagle in second place. Back in third was Bromard and Helen.
Open race action coming up this side of Christmas includes races at Coventry and Harlow on Wednesday night, whilst on Christmas Eve, Shawfield and Sheffield stage feature meetings. Lots of racing on Boxing Day, with the highlight, the JB Riney Boxing Day Marathon at Crayford. On Sunday, there are opens planned at Sittingbourne. To check all the latest information on your local track, click onto our website, thedogs.co.uk. Next week on The Dogs, our review of 2009. From all of us here, have a very Merry Christmas. The Dogs, in association with the Greyhound Board of Great Britain.